Woo! I am still working with these ocean blue colors, and I did, if you didn't see the video, I did a two-toned blowout with the ocean blues. But as I blew out the base sections, it looked like a sky and a beautiful serene ocean. And I've done it as a swipe, but I haven't done it as a blowout. And so it's going to probably be super simple, but that's what I wanted to try to do today. So I have my regular ocean colors. I don't know if I'm going to use any of the darker ones. I may stay with the lighter ones. I want this to be like a peaceful, beautiful blue, sky blue type day at the beach. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's paint. All right, so I know that I don't want to do it half and half, so I think I'm going to have my skyline be like maybe right up here. I chose to do this on a 15 by 30, which is a little bit different, but that's okay. Not a square, not a circle. But I think that the rectangle will be really pretty with the gradient of blues down here. So I've got my sky blue light here. I am going to put some white in with it. And I am not good at holding this stick. I just see this falling out and spewing everywhere. I want to save it though. Okay. So now I'm putting my white down. The white with the sky blue creates just the prettiest like clouds in the sky, if you will. All right, so that is that part. Now, I do have my metallic blue here. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of layering. So I want my metallic blue right up here and then to kind of fade down a little bit. I'm going to save a little bit of this for one other painting that I'm going to do with these colors. And then I want my turquoise blue. Do I put just the tiniest bit of Payne's Gray up here? I don't know if that's a right choice or not, but I did it. I did it anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with these. I should have painted my sides too, but oh well. Oh, and you know what? I really should have done the blue on top of this color, but oh well. I'm learning as I go on this one, flying by the seat of my pants, which are quite large to house the rest of me. Okay, all right, so now I think I will go ahead and add in a little bit more of this, and then I think what's going to make this really pretty is adding in these tiny little bits of white. Ooh, but I really want them to be tiny little bits of white. And I think I'm going to blow this like horizontally. Wait, I'm going to blow it this way. I guess it's vertical. Whichever way, you know what I'm saying. I'm going to blow it just straight across. Start in the middle maybe and just blow these across. I don't know, y'all. Again, this is what happens when I'm out in my studio and I'm experimenting around to see if something works. Sometimes y'all don't ever see those videos, but most times you do, because I feel like even if, I'm going to put a little bit more white down here, even if, like, I'm not making the video so that you can be like, sometimes I am, ooh, that's so pretty. I'm making the video because I'm experimenting, and I feel like even if one of you has an aha moment or gets inspiration or something from it, then that means something. So it's not always about the final product. I actually had someone email me and say something along the lines of like, I love your work, but it's not like it used to be. That's not a bad thing, right? Going in a different direction or trying something new or experimenting around. It's not always about the final product. It's about the process and the journey of getting there. All right, enough philosophical stuff. I'm going to blow this out. Y'all, what do we think? Okay, so my actual horizon line got like a little bit messed up, but since it's abstract, I kind of want to leave it. The white, it was kind of hard actually because I had such a puddle of paint here. I probably shouldn't have put so much paint on the outside because I was going to blow it to the edges. The sky really looks like a sky to me. It's beautiful. And this section here has a lot of like more cells in it, and then it fades, and the white is just so pretty with it. Again, this is super duper simple, but I think it is so pretty. I think it would even be pretty to like paint just a bird, you know, just like a very soft 2 little birds in the corner there, or maybe even like on the horizon line, like a little island off on there. There's like a lot that you could do with this, but this is a great base. All right, I'm gonna clean up my sides and then I will take you in for some close-ups. I can't wait to show you this one as it dries upright. But here are some of the beautiful details down in the water. Just adding that white to it, and then there's that silver mixed with phthalo blue. It created a bunch of cells. So it looks a little bit more turbulent as it gets to the horizon. And the darker spots up there actually do look like those could be like far off mountains. And then up here, you've got just, what type of clouds are these? The ones that are kind of like stripy that go across. And I mean, look at that. This is probably one of the most simplest paintings I've done. And I love it so much. All right, y'all. So I will show you how this one dries. Yes. Super excited about this. All right. I'll see you in a sec. Y'all, this was like the simplest of techniques, but my goodness. Do you know how long? I don't even know if I could get exactly this reaction with a paintbrush in the top of the sky. It truly looks like there is light coming from within there. The clouds, that is so pretty. I love the pretty, let me see if I can get it this way, the blue metallic that's in the water. I love the gradient that comes down to the bottom, and it really does look like there are little wave caps throughout it. So I am very happy with how this came out. All right, you can let me know your thoughts. It's hard for me to get the entire thing in frame. I'm like bending over. All right, thank you all for watching. Happy painting.